Good evening, all my dear students. How are you? I hope everybody are very fine. My dear students, today's topic is very important. How? Just you look at the screen. A lot of words combination I'm going to read here. That is, for example, on the bus or else in the bus. Which is correct? On the train or in the train, which is correct? On the plane or in the plane, which is correct? So in this way we usually make a lot of confusion while using some of the prepositions. We usually make confusion in our day-to-day conversation. Sometimes we say, for if anybody asks us where are you, suddenly we say we are in the bus. Someone say we are on the bus. So which is correct, which is wrong? That's very important. That is why today I have taken this topic and I have highlighted this topic, that at any cost I have to cover this topic, because this is very important for all the competitive examinations. My dear students, let us move now. So first of all, why we have such type of confusion? Why do we have such type of confusion? You see, on the bus is correct or in the bus is correct? That is a question. So let us solve the confusion. My dear students, we have to use on when we are talking about public vehicles, when we are talking about public transport, when we are talking about big vehicles. That time we have to use on. For example, on the bus, on the train, on the plane, on the ship. You see, the bus, the train, the plane, the ship, these all are public transports. And one more thing, these all are big vehicles. So we have to use on. And one more idea to remember, when the vehicle is under movement, the time also we can use on. But generally I'm telling you, in shortcut I'm telling you, for public transport, for big vehicles, in that case we have to use on. For example, she's on the bus now. I met him on the bus yesterday. There were many passengers on the bus. She's on the train to Delhi. I met my friend on the train. She's on the plane to Mumbai. I met a famous actor on the plane. They are on the ship to Chennai. Many tourists were on the ship. My dear students, just you look at blue colored phrases. The bus, the train, the plane, the ship. These all are big vehicles and these all are public transport. That is why here we have to use on. And for private vehicles and for small vehicles, we have to use in. For example, in the car, in the auto, in the cruiser, in the rickshaw. Remember, when we are talking about private vehicles, small vehicles, don't get confusion. For example, she's in the car. We waited in the car. Came in the auto. She's sitting in the auto. They are traveling in the cruiser. Just you focus on the blue colored phrases: the car, the car, the auto, the cruiser. These are private vehicles, small vehicles. That is why we have to use in. So, for example, what happened? I said already we have to use on for public transport for big vehicles, and we have to use in for private and small vehicles. In case reverse happen, what will happen? In case if I don't use on the bus, if I use in the bus, what is the meaning? So the meaning is that when any public vehicles, that may be bus or train or ship, if they are not under movement, then that time we have to use in. For example, here I want to say there was no space in the bus, there was no food in the train. Some examples I am reading here. There was no space in the bus. I mean, in bus there is no space. I'm talking about the physical structure of the bus. The bus is stopping at a particular place. The bus is not under movement. In that case, we can use in. You see, there was a strange noise in the plane engine. The luggage is in the plane. The luggage is in the plane. So we have to use in when someone or something is physically inside. Okay, this is the reason I said, but we have to use almost popularly, normally, everybody use on. We don't use in. It is a very rare case we have to use in, only and only when we are talking about physically, when we are inside the vehicle. But commonly we have to use on instead of in, remember. So here some rules, whatever we have discussed so far. Finally, I am concluding here in this way. Just to look at the chart, vehicle type and correct preposition. Small vehicle, if the vehicles are small in size, if the vehicles are private, for example car, taxi, auto, in that time we have to use in. If the vehicles are large in size, if the vehicles are public transport, that is bus, train, plane, ship, etc., in that time we have to use on. So I hope you understand what actually I'm going to focus on today's topic, because usually so many students make confusion while using. For example, if I ask anyone, where are you now? Some students say I am in the bus, some students say I am in the train, but actually we have to say I am on the bus, I am on the train, because they are under movement. If any public transport, if they are not under movement, if they are at a particular place, if they are static, that time we can use in. But rarely we have to use in, but we have to use on only in case of public and big vehicles, and in case of private and small vehicles we have to use in. I hope you understand my video how to use a proper prepositions today's class. I hope everybody understand. I request everyone, please subscribe my YouTube channel and hit on the bell icon so that you never miss an update. Thank you one and all.